Hello friends, welcome back. This is Santosh and thank you very much for your overwhelming responses, comments, and this video is particularly on perception. The chapter, the topic perception, and from tomorrow, as you know, that MCO 01 exams are starting. So once again, best of luck for your exams, and let's quickly see what is perception and what are the important topics that can strike the exams tomorrow in perception. Okay, now as you can see here, perception is something that we gather information by using our senses. Now we have five senses, right? We know that we have five senses: eyes, nose, skin, tongue and ears. So any information that we gather by using these five senses is called perception in ordinary language. Clear? But you must write these 3 points. Your definition should compose of these 3 points. Like a person feels some certain elements which are related to the situation. Okay. The second one is we analyze things through our sense organs. As I just now told you that we use 5 senses. And the third one, all these informations are gathered. When we gather all these informations using our sense organs, we generally use these 3 techniques. Okay, these are the main 3 techniques of perception. One is selection, the other organization and interpretation. So we select the topic, then we organize that and we try to interpret or analyze the topic. So in that way, perception is a sum total of all these 3 things which you can write in your definition. Okay. The next topic is processes of perception. Okay. What are the stages or processes through which we can acquire perception? And this is also known as a model. There is a model of perception which you can describe by using a flow chart, very simple flow chart. There are 4 stages of the perception process: inputs, throughputs, outputs and change in behavior. So these are the 4 stages. In inputs we gather informations, objects, ideas, people. So all these things, all the informations, all the ideas, all the events that we gather by using our sensory organs, that will compose the input. In the second stage, that is throughputs. And here transformation or it is also termed as a mechanism, okay, where inputs are converted into outputs, right? So that's why I've written here that transformation of inputs into outputs is what is termed as throughputs, which comprise your second stage. In the third stage, we produce outputs or results, okay? So what are those? They can be our feelings, they can mold our attitudes, they can change our actions. Okay, so all these things will comprise the result of perception. And lastly, the change in behavior. Okay, we change in behavior, our behavior changes according to perception. So whatever we perceive will change our behavior. So okay friends, the next important topic of perception is the factors that influence perception. Okay, and I have classified these factors into 3 types: perceivers variables, subject characteristics and situational variables. Clear? Let's see what are the important points in these 3 factors. See, this factor is particularly concerned with the perceiver's mental condition, right? What are those? Like self-confidence, attitude, interest, experience, motives. So all these things will comprise the perceiver's personal variables. Okay, so they can affect the perception of an individual. Let's move on to the second one, that is physiological, okay, or select characteristics. Here the physical appearance of the person, his communication skills, his status, his occupation. So all these things will comprise the subject characteristic of perception. And the third one is situational. Okay, like the perception changes according to the society and organization we live, right, or work. So society, the society in which we live will definitely affect us. Okay, it affects our perception. Fine. So then organization, the organizational structure, the work setting, the growth prospect of the organization. So all these things you can mention it here. And the last one is work environment. Okay, what are the conditions of working, your colleagues, and all these things will comprise the situational variables of perception. Okay, friends, the next important topic is how to develop a good perception. As we know, perception is a very important quality of managers. And how can they develop perception? I have written here 4 important points which you can describe if you get this type of question. The first is by knowing about ourselves. Okay, so when we know about ourselves more and more, and how can we know about ourselves? We can ask for feedback. Okay, feedback. Through feedbacks, we can gather information about ourselves, and we should also give feedbacks, and we should also request others to send their feedbacks about you. Here, so that is knowing about more and more information you have to gather about yourselves. Then secondly, by positive a positive attitude. So that's very simple, you can describe that. Then by improving self-confidence and by developing communication skills. So all these things will improve your perceptual qualities. Okay, so that's all in this video. I hope you would have liked that, and this video will help you in your preparation. Thank you very much.